Hello everyone, this is Rajendran here from Marketcalls. Now in this video tutorial, we're going to learn how to use ChatGPT 4 advanced analysis tool to perform stock market analysis and we're going to learn simple visualization, and at the end we're going to learn how to implement machine learning using ChatGPT 4 and predict the next day close. So we're gonna do stock market forecasting using ChatGPT 4. That is what we're gonna perform at the end. So I am having a CSV data over here. The CSV data is having the data right from the start of the exchange. Let me show you the data here. So here is the data. This data, what I'm having is an open, high, low, close data right from the start of the exchange till end of the day. Right, so I mean till up to date data is what I'm having over here till 5th of Jan 2024. So it's a reasonable historical data set which we are going to analyze. We're going to do the data visualization. We're going to implement a lot of queries on top of that, and all those things we're going to implement without writing a single line of coding over here. Right, so let's kickstart over here. I'll go to ChatGPT 4 and here I'll go and attach the CSV file. My CSV file is in my desktop, so I'll just attach the CSV file. It is getting downloaded at the ChatGPT 4 end. Now I'm gonna write a simple query over here for a simple data analytics. I'm gonna say simply plot the line chart of the close data. So that's what I'm trying to print over here. So what I need is I want a graph which is displaying a simple line chart. So ChatGPT is trying to interpret the data. It is trying to write a simple program in the back end. Right? It is converting my English language into a programming thing, and it is trying to write a final output. It's trying to execute in the back end, and it is trying to plot the simple line chart over here, right? So it is pretty interesting though, but we can do a lot more interesting things. Maybe let's say I am going to make the prompts. The prompts are the English inputs which we give to the ChatGPT 4, and ChatGPT 4 in turn analyze those prompts and convert that into a program, and it provides me the output based upon the query. So I'm gonna write a slightly complex code over here. I'm gonna say plot the line chart. Okay, this is one of the instruction I'm giving to the ChatGPT. Along with that, I'm also saying like plot the EMA10 and EMA20, probably in color blue, color green and color red, and plot the RSI value, or RSI 14 is what I'm going to say here. RSI 14 value with red color, and display the chart only from 2023 onwards. So these are the multiple instruction I'm giving to the ChatGPT 4. So let's see how it is performing. So I'm asking ChatGPT to plot the line chart. Along with that, I'm also asking to plot the EMA10 and EMA20 and RSI 14. I'm also specifying what color of the value it should chart. What color of the lines it should be. I'm also asking ChatGPT to display the chart only from 2023 onwards. Let's see how the output goes. So it is trying to analyze. So every time it's trying to analyze, what it does is like in the backend, it creates a Python program. It keeps on writing a Python program. It is computing the EMAs, and it is computing the RSI value, and it is trying to plot the data from the query data, so 2023 onwards. So that's what it happens in the analysis. Of course, you don't need to worry about the program if you are a non-coder. So for a non-coder perspective, it automatically displays the final data in front of you. So in fact, it is also intelligently adding up the overbought and oversold levels as well. I haven't asked for that, but still ChatGPT itself, from its knowledge database, it says like maybe if you are a trader, maybe you may need an overbought and oversold level. So it is intelligently figuring out what you want If you don't want, you can just give an instruction to remove those overbought and oversold levels, but let it be. Okay, now let's keep the things even more interesting. Maybe let's say I want to see only the volume data for the last, let's say 200 days. So I'm asking, get plot the volume data for the last 200 days. So let's see what happens over here now. Again, it is performing the analysis here and it is plotting me the trading volume for the last 500 trading days. Now, we may even ask something about seasonality. Maybe I can say like, provide me the January month returns for the year 2010 to 2023 in table format. Maybe I want to study the seasonality. So I just want to give a query on the, I just want to particularly study the January month returns, how the January month returns for the last 13 years look like. So it provides me the table finally. It gives me the returns in a table format, which will be very helpful in analyzing the seasonality over here. I can also ask for a seasonality metrics as well. So it provides me what is the opening price, what is the closing price, what is the January returns, right? And not only that, I can also ask to provide seasonality metrics on top of January returns data. So it provides me seasonality metrics, like some of the very interesting seasonality metrics like standard deviation or mean. So maybe such kind of analytics is what I'm expecting over here. Let's see what it provides. Maybe it could be providing more. So whatever the data which I calculated, it is calculating the mean returns, median returns, standard deviation, what is the medium return, maximum return, number of positive returns, number of negative returns, right? Percentage of positive returns and percentage of negative returns. You can see that January month is little bit skewed towards more on the negative side with a 65% probability in the last 13 plus years. Now these kind of things we can query using our simple English language, right? Maybe in the future, we may be able to query with our own local native language as well. Now, that's not the interesting part over here. The most interesting part here is like, I can ask ChatGPT to perform machine learning using linear regression. Linear regression is a very simple machine learning algorithm, right? Not a complex algorithm though, but a very simple algorithm to start with. I'm asking perform machine learning using linear regression, and I'm gonna say like for machine learning we have to provide data as an input. So I'm asking ChatGPT to take the input data as, that is what we call it as a features. So the features I'm saying like use the EMA10, EMA20 and RSI 14, and also use yesterday's close also. Yesterday's close. Use this as an input to your machine learning model, and the target, which is nothing but what I want to predict. So I want to predict the next day close. That is what I want to do. Along with that, I also want to print the machine learning metrics. So like how in trading strategies we'll be having a backtesting metrics like win rate, net profit, Sharpe ratio, Sortino ratio. Likewise, machine learning also has a performance metric which explains how good the machine learning algorithm is, right? So I want to print the performance metrics as well. So performance metrics of the ML model. ML means machine learning model. So I'm just giving an enter over here. Let's see what happens. Now what it's trying to do is like it is trying to do a series of instructions. So these instructions will be like preparing the data and calculating the performance, calculating the features like EMA10, EMA20, RSI 14 and yesterday's close, right? So it is trying to do all sort of analysis over here and finally get me the performance metrics. So this performance metrics tells us how good the accuracy of the prediction is going to be. Now I'm going to ask, based on the trained model, predict the next day close. Now, to implement these kind of machine learning models, right, you need to have a strong knowledge on Python. You need to have a strong knowledge on machine learning, artificial intelligence, and lot more things. You need to have an idea about that. But now, ChatGPT had completely transformed the way a machine learning is going to be. So in the future, even without writing a single piece of code, you will be able to implement machine learning. Not only that, any kind of data science, you will be able to query your data, you'll be able to torture the data, get the insights about the data, analyze the patterns. Now all those things you'll be able to perform using your own plain vanilla language without implementing and complex queries or programming. Right? With a sequence of instructions, you'll be able to get the information that you want. I hope you get the gist of the ChatGPT advanced data analysis tool. So thank you for watching. If you found this tutorial helpful, please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell notification to stay updated on our latest content. Until next time, keep analyzing and invest wisely. Thank you.